Hello everyone, this is Boichi. I'm excited to announce a new segment on my channel called TOON Engineering. What is this segment for? It's a manga tutorial program that I'll be featuring on my channel. I came up with the title TOON Engineering, and it will primarily feature manga tutorials, making up around 90% of the content. I'm not quite sure what will make up the remaining 10%, but it might include videos on drawing manga or other topics. We'll see how it goes. I'm excited to dive in and show you the magic of drawing manga through TOON Engineering. The goal of Boichi's TOON Engineering program is to help aspiring manga artists around the world, no matter where you are watching this video. Actually, I'm still in the process of learning a lot about manga myself here in Japan, so I'm not sure how much I can tell you about manga. However, I want to share my journey and learn together with you through this program about manga and webtoons. In webtoons, you see, I just started it. But I hope to use it as a program to provide information and guidance on webtoons, to help aspiring artists who are interested in entering the world of webtoons. As I mentioned in my previous videos, my ultimate goal is to create a global manga and comic market. A thriving and vibrant market for manga and comics has the potential to transform the industry, inspiring a new generation of artists and readers in the near future. The idea behind this channel is to make a positive impact on the market. Through this program, our aim is to support aspiring manga artists in regions where there is no established manga and comic market, as well as those in regions with licensed manga markets but limited opportunities to create original titles. So is it possible for the manga industry to emerge on a global scale? In other words, can a manga community and industry exist worldwide? After carefully considering and exploring various ways to contribute to this cause, I came up with the idea of starting a segment called TOON Engineering. Hence, my objective is to make a contribution towards establishing a new global TOON market. The first pillar is to create a foundation of diversity in the new world of manga and comics. And the second is to establish a strong basis for the value of creativity. So what do these two pillars represent? Our segment may serve as the first introduction to the art of creating manga and comics for aspiring manga artists in this new world and for future generations. It is our hope that we can provide a valuable resource to these individuals and contribute to the growth and diversity of the global manga and comics industry. Our segment could serve as the first and only manga tutorial for future global manga artists. There are professionals and tutorials for all types of manga and comics in the world, and while the skills of these experts may be useful for teachers instructing students, sometimes they may not be necessary or even incorrect, such as tips on character design, art styles, and story writing like that. While some tips may be useful, others may not apply to each artist's goals and projects. I have not yet achieved success as a mangaka, and therefore, I am uncertain about how to contribute towards promoting diversity in the new generation of manga. A new era of manga will emerge, giving rise to various facets of the industry. Perhaps this program can provide guidance for you, which is why I feel a sense of duty to make this beginning. That's because there are various perspectives, methods, and paths in creative work. There is a concern that favoring one side over the other may impede the growth of the industry. It's important to have a diverse range of works, genres, platforms, and styles for manga and comics to thrive and evolve. Therefore, in my manga tutorial program, TOON Engineering, I aim to encompass and explore as many different manga methods and technologies as possible. Of course, I cannot cover everything as I may not be proficient enough. Although my limitations, I will strive to provide as much guidance as possible, with a focus on promoting diversity within the world of manga. So, there's a chance it could improve, right? And what is the pillar of value for creation? It is, as I mentioned before, there should be a diversity of manga styles. However, I believe we need a strong foundation, like a great tree, for a global manga industry. This foundation could be called TOON or the way of manga. In the era of global manga, the term TOON did not exist yet. But, questions such as, what is the value of comics? What constitutes the essence of manga? Require serious consideration and contemplation. Diversity is important, but there needs to be a large pillar that holds everything together, just like numerous branches coming out from a big single tree. We need a strong foundation in place to protect existing markets and communities when internal or external problems arise as markets emerge and grow, or when unexpected obstacles arise. While promoting diversity, it is important to establish a central pillar for creative work that can provide stability. For example, you may have heard questions and topics like these. Is it necessary to draw manga characters and backgrounds so realistically? Is it necessary for all manga artists to possess strong drawing skills? Should we always work so hard? Is it possible to become a successful manga artist even if I'm not skilled at drawing? You may have doubts about questions like these. Isn't it possible to draw manga and comics even if I can't draw well? Yeah, that could be a possibility. In the future of the manga world, the notion that an artist is either good or not good at drawing may be completely disregarded. Perhaps, traditional methods, techniques, and practices of creating manga and comics may also be challenged or denied in the future. It may sound shocking, but it's possible. So what would be the most important pillar to establish in this new manga and comics world? What's important is not whether you can draw well or not, but rather that the pillar is built on a foundation of hard work and doing your best. Yeah, that is what I believe. Believing that you can become a manga artist without putting in the effort or possessing sufficient drawing skills is not enough. In the world of creativity, studying and putting in the effort to improve your skills is essential. I would like to tell you about the environment in which I studied manga when I was young. I'm sure that everyone watching my videos can't imagine what I was like when I was starting out. I've been studying to become a mangaka with limited resources, only having about 3 manga tutorial books at home. And only one of them was useful for study manga. To learn manga step by step, one must either become a student in a pro mangaka's studio or enroll in a manga school. However, there was only one manga school available in Seoul, the capital city. I wasn't able to bear the expenses of attending a manga school or traveling to Seoul every day for training. And there weren't many good tutorial books available either. None of them were allowed to study with me. I had no mentor who could give me helpful advice. The internet and YouTube were not available at that time. How to panel manga? How do I add screen tones for shadow effect? I dreamed of becoming a mangaka, but I had no idea where to begin or how to pursue it. So I can fully relate and understand your feelings because I went through the same experience as you. As there was no way to study manga, the idea I came up with was to study movie directing and apply it to manga. I have been interested in movies since I was young, and since my first year of high school, I have been reading books on cinematography that were intended for college seniors. There were plenty of books on movie directing available at both the bookstore and the library. I started incorporating various concepts from fields like fiction writing, physics, and visual perception into my manga using principles of movie directing that I had learned. All of these things contributed to the development of my own unique style of creating manga. So for those who are facing similar challenges as I did in the past, if you have access to YouTube, you can watch my videos to learn how to draw manga and develop your skills. Your environment for pursuing your passion for manga is better than what I had when I was young. My family was so poor that my parents could not afford to buy me a sketchbook and crayons. As a result, I had to draw pictures on the old newspapers and the back of calendars at home. But you have a sketchbook, pencils, and pens, don't you? You have the tools to create artwork, whether it be digital or traditional. And you can search and watch YouTube videos. Being able to watch this video is a better environment than what I had when I was young. I have been working as a professional manga artist for 30 years now, and I even had the opportunity to publish my work in Weekly Shonen Jump. If I can do it, so can you. I am here to help you turn your passion for manga into a career as a professional mangaka. Because you can achieve your dream. In Japan, there are many top manga artists and creators who generously share their advice on the internet. and I really enjoy watching and learning from them. They are excellent tutorials. But most of these tips are aimed at someone who already has a solid understanding and sense of creating manga. The advice from experienced manga artists is really helpful, but it may not be easy for beginners or people without resources to follow. Starting out in manga can be tough when there isn't much support for it. When there isn't widespread support for creating manga, it can be difficult to know where to start. So Boichi's TOON channel is for all the beginners and people who can be difficult to find a starting point or resources to learn manga. My manga tutorial is based on what I have learned from the manga industry in 2 countries, the one where I debuted and the one where I currently work, and what I have learned from movies, and it also involves applying the things I have learned from various fields such as science and other disciplines. It's a combination of all these things. That is why I named it TOON Engineering. Because these are the manga techniques I have developed through various experiences and lessons I have learned. TOON Engineering aims to make you a mangaka even if you do not have a basic background, talent, or natural sense for manga, as long as you are willing to study and learn. Like the child who used to draw on calendars and old newspapers and later became a professional mangaka in Japan, I truly believe that anyone can become a great mangaka with dedication and effort. Alright, let's start TOON Engineering together. I will put in more effort and strive to do my best. And more systematically. I'll do my best. We can definitely reach our goals. To our dream of becoming a professional mangaka. And you deserve it. Thanks for watching. Happy manga drawing, everyone.